Hello, YouTube. Just thought I'd take today to demonstrate or show you a little bit of the solar panel that I put in from Harbor Freight. It is their 25 watt unit, which actually has I know you can't see it under here, but see I don't know if you can see the little silver metal part there. Those are little legs, so if you don't have it mounted, you can actually tilt it and angle it towards the sun. But I did mount it on the roof of Little Blue too. I simply took the luggage rack thingies and I zip tied it. You know, I sized it for the solar panel and zip tied each of the sides. You can see it's currently charging right now with the blue light right here. And I did that like this because I wanted to kind of keep the stealth factor and also the weight down. Originally I thought of putting boards underneath, and it got really complicated. I tried to drill holes to mount it and it just was a mess. So I decided to just go ahead and strap it in, which is what I did, and I like it, you know, strapped in like this. Now, you might be wondering if 25 watts is even enough to charge up my vehicle battery system, and the reality is it isn't. But it is enough to try to keep it somewhat topped off. Typically on a 12 volt battery, when the battery is fully charged, you know, like maximum charged, not overcharged or anything, it'll say like 12.8. And the problem that I found with charging through my inverter, I mean, not my inverter, my alternator, because that's how I do my primary charging. I charge through the vehicle's alternator, which when it, you know, the car spins, the engine runs, it charges the battery, which is sitting right there, the vehicle battery. Then it also pulls power from there and comes through the system and plugs into the house battery system, which is right here. I do have a third battery pack, which is optional. And I have basically I have 3 batteries for this car right now. 1 that's under the hood and 2 that's out here. These 2 are the house battery systems. And this particular one right here is removable. It's just here for now, but I can use this when I'm off grid, you know, and I need electrical outlet or electrical 120 volts power supply. But let's get back to the Harbor Freight solar panel here. It is 25 watts, which is about a little bit over 2 amps at full power when it's fully charging. And you can tell it's charging because the light comes on here. It's not so much charging, but receiving sunlight and converting it to electricity. So it's sending it down this wire, which I have right here running underneath here, and I didn't bother to drill a hole or anything. I just run it through the door. And it comes down here into their solar regulator. Now, they have like really complicated chargers that are smart and stuff. This is their cheapest one. This solar regulator, I think I bought for like $25 or $29, but I got 20% off on it. And I'm going to show you how to get like 20% off Harbor Freight stuff. Same with the solar panel. The solar panel was like, I think, on sale for, I think it was like $69, and I got 20% off that. And the way you get 20% off on Harbor Freight stuff is you go online, you go to Google, and you Google Harbor Freight coupon or Harbor Freight discount. And they'll send you, you know, some links, and you click on that and you go to the coupon, online coupon, and just snapshot that on your phone. Make sure it's still valid for the month or the day that you're planning on buying it. And typically it's only good for 1 item at a time, so you just buy this, you know, and then walk out of the store and buy another, and come back in and buy another one. Or do it the next day. They say only 1 day at a time. But anyhow, I got this cheap one because I didn't feel like spending a lot of money, and I'm just kind of messing with solar power right now, even though I don't really need it. But what I wanted to do was see if it would kind of help to top off the battery, because when you charge it through the vehicle's alternator, you know, when batteries charge, they tend to heat up, and when they heat up to a certain point, they don't charge. They won't charge beyond that. So that means your battery won't get its maximum charge. So you have to kind of turn down the charge rate to keep the battery from overheating. Something like that. But basically the battery was, you know, the acid and other stuff will start to boil and just don't want to charge. There's all sorts of complicated reasons. But the main thing is that it tends to overheat as it charges. So you got to slow down the charge rate. And that's where like a smart controller can kind of handle it, you know, that type of scenario. I don't have that. But having this small little regulator here, okay, I can plug in the solar panel up there from the top of my roof, and it'll charge at only 2 amps versus, like, I don't know what's coming through the alternators. Charging is probably like 35 amps or more. So it's a lot more powerful, a lot faster charging, but it won't fully charge the battery. But when I pull the power off the solar panel, which is also hooked up to the same battery here to charge it, it slow charges it, what's known as trickle charging. So the idea is to trickle charge it when the vehicle's parked to try to bring the battery up to 12.8. Now, batteries tend to not hold their charge and tend to lose their charge over time, the maximum charge, as they start to wear out. And I did use this system for several months before getting the solar panel, so fully charged, these batteries may not go all the way up to 12.8. But anyhow, you can see that this unit, when it's hooked up right now, I took the wiring from up there, came up to here where it says solar panel or solar, and it plugs in right like that. Then another one that says battery, and it has like little alligator clips. In this case, actually, I didn't plug it into the house system. I plugged it into the external system here. And it actually has this one called the load, which I've capped off here because I'm not using the load. You're supposed to use this load and go to the inverter, but I didn't do that, or the battery to pull the power. The low voltage load plug is designed so that if the battery is not fully charged, it doesn't have enough charge power, that this load won't send out any power. It's to protect the battery from being drained. But since I go through an inverter, the inverter itself will shut off, when the power is like too much. The draw is more than the battery can handle, or the battery doesn't have enough power to keep the system going. So what I do is I cap that off and I just ignore that. So the power comes through the solar panel, goes through the house battery, which in this case is this portable unit, to try to top it off. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the unit here to show you what it currently says, because it is charging. It says 12.4. which isn't the best. It should be 12.8 if it was maximum, but I think this is the best I'm going to get with this battery. Sometimes I see it go up to 12.5, 12.6, and it definitely goes up like above 12.8 when I'm running the system and charging it. But the plan is, when I'm not using the vehicle and it's just parked somewhere, it'll trickle charge the house battery system. And these batteries are actually interconnected, so it's charging not just this one, which is the portable unit, but also the regular one. So I hope you found this information useful. Remember, if you're buying this kind of stuff or anything from Harbor Freight, go online and type in, online coupon or whatever for Harbor Freight, and you can get a discount. Until next time, everyone, take care, be safe, and I hope that you have adequate power for your vehicle. Bye-bye now.